Hey guys, welcome back to Shawnee's World. So I hope my voice is not too low. It's late and I decided to record a video because it's actually quiet. So this video is like long overdue. The end of the month is here, but it's not something that I forgot about. Like I've been continuously like working on this goal of mine. So this video is about my September language learning goals, which I'm just going to make it like my goals for September and October. The first thing is my goal is to stay consistent. Right now, I have not been consistent. Actually, I have so much more stuff going on right now and more things that I'm dipping and dabbing into. And I kind of feel like I'm like all over the place when it comes to like my languages because I recently started dabbling in German. Yeah, don't even ask me where that came from because even I don't know. So, but I'm not doing it seriously, and because I have the Rosetta Stone languages, um, that is why I just kind of like let me see, start a little something and kind of see where it goes. And surprisingly, my pronunciation with German is not that bad. Oh, and also, if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And thumbs up this video. So, and also make sure you watch to the end. That shows your support for this channel and this video. Exactly. Next biggest thing I'm doing to learn these languages or to learn a language in general is working on my memory. So I kind of just been doing this like with, I don't know, like I've been trying to do this whole thing with self-development, trying to figure out like how I learn best, which I thought I had figured out, but the problem is now is that I don't have a lot of time. And when I do have time, that's the last thing I want to do. So, and it's not that I don't know what I've already studied, it's just that I don't remember it. It's not in my long-term memory. So therefore it comes back in like little bits and pieces, and it's like, oh yeah, is that, I'm constantly like doubting myself. I'm always like, oh, is that it, or is this how you say this, and it's always, my memory has always been an issue, and I had an issue with it in nursing school, but and I found inventive ways to make the material stick and to remember it. But those methods that I used before now is more time consuming, and I have a lot going on with the kids and stuff, especially with them being home, and I don't really have a lot of downtime to where I can like sit here at this table, actually where I'm at now, to you know to do all this. So, or to actually sit down and get the information to stick. So that is what I'm actively doing. I'm actually reading a book. It's called Unlimited Memory: How to Use Advanced Learning Strategies to Learn Faster, Remember More, and to Be More Productive. It's actually on Kindle, the Kindle app. And I don't remember, I think it is free. It's a free read if you have the Amazon Kindle app. It's by Kevin Horsley. So it's like I said before, it's not that I don't know what I know, it's just I have a hard time recalling it. So that's my issue. So that is why I started reading this book. And actually, I ordered another book on Amazon as well for memory strategies and stuff. So I'm what I hope to accomplish is a better way to understand how my memory works, and also to learn like a new way to be able to recall short term things that I learn in the short term, like now, and to remember to be able to recall it later. And so far, what I've been reading has been very insightful, which I will do like another video, like kind of going just highlighting, um, not really going into so much detail because it would be nice, to read the book, but I think if you have issues with memory and you're trying to learn new material, like that book is a way, it gives you strategies to learn that new material. So, and then, like I said, my recall, it's really been affected since 2006, which is when I got into a car accident where I kind of totaled my car and flipped it. So And since then, that's when I started noticing this whole issue with me being able to recall things. So yes, so I mentioned briefly about my previous learning measures, which, like I said, in nursing school, I wrote my notes in class, and then I talked my notes out um, in a recorder that, it's funny because I never really listened to it back, but just being able to talk them out helped. And then also, in my last quarter, second to last quarter, I was in this class and I had just had my oldest and I got like a 76. You had to get a 77 or higher to pass. And I got a 76. And the instructor told me that I would never pass her class if I kept getting grades like that. And that was like, one, I was just kind of like shocked, like, what? Like, to go through that, at that time, my nursing program was 5 semesters long. And I'm like, to go through all this time, 4 semesters with one left to go, and for me not to pass nursing school, that is not an option. So I went home and I had to come up with another way to make the material stick. And so what I ended up doing was making my own test questions over my notes. So what I did was, like, I looked at my notes, and my whole I think I still have it. My whole thing was, if I build up my knowledge to the point where I can recall it and apply it, then I won't have any issues passing any tests. Because when you're in nursing school, like, a lot of times, not all nursing programs, but the one that I went through gave you NCLEX style questions. So therefore, like, if you can know the material you want, but if you can't apply it or know how to prioritize, it's not really going to help you. So, but my frame of mind was, if I build up the knowledge to be able to pull through to make those critical thinking decisions, then I'll be fine. And I kid you not, I literally went through all my notes, made questions. It took me to prep for my exams. It took me, I don't even know, maybe like, it was probably 3 to 4 hours, only because I had my son, and at the time he was a baby, so it was like, stopping and going. But if he was, at my mom's house or whatever, like, I would be typing on the computer and I would be looking at my notes, coming up with my own questions, and then after that, like, I kid you not, like, I passed every exam. I don't think I ever scored. Actually, I think I got an A out of that class, and I passed I I passed my class. I think with it, I think I got either A or B in that class, and um, but I worked my butt off for that A or B too, and that's with my issues that I have. So, um, but yes, so that is why I know, like, my method works, but I don't, it works with regular subjects. How typically when I learn a language, I learn it through flashcards. And, but flashcards take time, and I don't know, I could do that, but I don't know. I want to try something different. I want to try something that is like, just a new approach to it. Flashcards maybe, but like, the biggest thing I want to do is figure out how I can recall what I learned. And because even now, like, I'm in my BSN program and I've had some really good classes, and I could probably tell you the gist of what I've been learning and stuff. But if you want me to go into details, or if I'm trying to debate a topic over like healthcare or whatever, like insurance and all that jazz, or whatever topics that I've learned so far, like, I wouldn't be able to without researching and getting highlights and having note cards and being like, oh yeah, that's my point. Because, like, I retained it, but I didn't retain it enough to be able to, make a point, make a solid argument, or, to debate it out fully. And that's even with politics. Like, that's with anything. Like, when I try to, like, debate something, like, I can't recall that stuff. Like, what I know to be true, I can't recall it 100%, that which makes me lack self confidence in what I know. So therefore, like a lot of times I rather not talk about it because I do know what I do know why I think the way I think. I do know like what I want to say, but it doesn't always come across that way just because of the way my memory, the way it's set up right now. Which a part of this book is also reading this book has also taught me to stop saying that I have a memory issue, like stop feeding into it because it makes it worse. It makes the problem worse, and because you believe it, therefore, anything that you say about yourself, like in a negative light, like you tend to, live it out, and so it's all about changing your mind frame and saying, hey, my memory is probably not at its best, but it's not something that once you lose, you can't get back. Like it's just learning different strategies. Oh, my plan. So my plan is to do Rosetta Stone because, like I said, that was my biggest investment in learning my languages. Mainly right now, it's Portuguese. I did buy the Pimsleur course for free, but I haven't done that in a while. Besides saying little bitty things like little phrases, like with my husband's family and with him at times. And now, like before, I was like working full time, and then I was working part time, and now I'm PRN, so it's like I'm at home more than not. So it's just about finding that structure and really like saying, hey, you know what? Even if it's only 30 minutes, and I have 30 minutes, I'll be sitting like on the couch and drinking coffee and watching TV, like chilling. And so I have 30 minutes to devote to, you know, my language learning. And also, the kids are not an excuse either because there are more times than not that they are doing their own thing and I'm just like, you know, chilling. So yes. So my plan is to do that every day. So far, September, I have not done Rosetta Stone maybe like once or twice. And then and that's it. So hopefully October is better. I am actually finishing out. This is starting Tuesday. Will be week 6 of my second to last nursing class. So then I only have 2 weeks left for this nursing class, and then I will be going into my last class. So I'll be done with school December 7th. So, but still, I still have time. Okay, so then next is my Portuguese textbook, which I've opened twice since I've gotten it, which is horrible. Um, and I full blown in my notes that I'm reading from. I've stated that I've neglected it badly, and I got the textbook to teach me the rules, like because I think before what was I using? I was using Busu, which I still have that app, and I just renewed for another year automatically. I plan to cancel it, but um, yeah, I forgot about it, and then it went ahead and automatically renewed. Um, but I wanted to learn the actual, like, see the textbook definition of stuff. Like, I wanted to learn the verbs, use the verbs, like have a textbook learning of it, but then also use um, other methods to supplement what I'm learning. So, and then also Duolingo, which I just got an email from Duolingo saying that I made Duo sad, which I'm sorry, Duo, but my life has been crazy. And then, see, I already told you guys I've been dabbling in German, and I did cancel. So Pimsleur, I was using that for to learn tree, or I am using it for tree, but I was using it also for Portuguese, and I had like the whole full course. I think it was like monthly, and yeah, I deleted that. So I canceled it because um, I wasn't utilizing it that much, and it was $20 a month, and I was like, yeah, I'll come back to it when I'm a little bit more consistent. So that is my video about my language learning goals. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already, and join this Shoney's World. I will have new videos coming out. I'm going to be talking about nursing and how much money we make, and then I'm also going to be doing some more crafting videos because I have now 2 Cricut support errors, and I'm going to be doing a lot more with those because I opened up an Etsy shop. So yes, so stay tuned, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later.